What is going on, guys? I'm back with another shipbuilding video. Today we're going to be looking at the Unreliable from The Outer Worlds. The reason why I built this ship is because a viewer of mine asked in the comments for me to build it. Now, a thing to note here, I know nothing about this ship. I've never played The Outer Worlds. I purely just looked it up, what it looked like, and built it from there. So the ship itself has it's not practical. It's not, it has no weapons. It is purely aesthetic. It's only visual. So, but the ship itself is not bad. I do like the design, and it went really well. So let's go straight into the tour and show you the inside. Alright, so as you enter into companionway. That first leads into the armory. Now, the ladder layout in this ship is not great, but thankfully it's not too confusing. So as we course through the armory, we then make our way to the next ladder, which will then lead us above to the captain's quarters. Which conveniently has all my crew. They apparently really like sleeping in the captain's quarters or hanging out in here. Probably because of that coffee machine. So you can put whatever kind of like habs you want. There isn't any particular reason to any of them. Given by the name of the ship, I assume that it's called the Unreliable because it is, in fact, unreliable. So I did whatever I could to make the ship as plain as possible. Like here, this is just a series of companionways that lead up to the docker. Nothing really special. Except this little window here, which I actually really like. It gives it a nice view from the back top of the ship. You could probably add more windows around, making it sort of like a nice sunroom or something. But yeah, in terms of, like I said, stats and everything like that, it is not that great. Nothing too crazy. It only houses maximum of 2 crew, I believe. And it has no weapons. You can obviously add weapons. There's plenty of slots to add weapons. Here's the living quarters for the 2-man crew that we have. And then this final ladder leads to the cockpit. And another little window, like it has on the actual design, because the design has the bottom window just below the cockpit, or the bridge, which is where we're going now. And showing the cockpit, the bridge of the ship. Alright, so from here, let's go straight into the build. So here is the list of parts. The ship itself costs about 273,373. So not crazy expensive, because it didn't have that many parts to begin with. But no, yeah. So like I said, the ship is purely visual. It has no weapons. It's not really anything special. But it was actually kind of a struggle in the beginning to make this. I couldn't figure out how to go about it. At one point, the ship was really small. Then at one point it was really big. Then I somehow managed to get it a decent size, because I did want to at least get the size of the ship as accurate as possible. And I think I kind of nailed that. Though I think it is still a little too big. But no, it's not too bad. The color scheme was a little pain in the ass to get to, but the ship was mainly like a tainted, like, you know, rustic blue, and then it had some like open parts and some miscolors and faded colors and stuff. So I tried to mix that up together a bit as much as possible. Thankfully, the parts that I chose have like some dirty stains of like debris and dirt and crap on it, so it managed to fit okay. So here you just saw that I used the flipping technique on both of those parts just to make everything fit together. At first, I actually didn't even notice that the engines were two different colors at the back there. I didn't notice that one was light blue and then the other was orange. And I actually thought that was pretty cool. Like it makes the ship look more like a junker kind of thing, kind of like build, and I kind of liked it. Majority of the ship can be built at a outpost, like a player outpost, but you'll have to go to either Achilles City. No, wait, not Achilles City. New Homestead for sure. I know it has it there. Is for the reactor. I'm pretty sure Achilles City has it as well, but I can't remember for sure. I went and got it at New Homestead. So it's the Fusor reactor, and I used it because of the shape. It fit really. It's the only one that really fits. I do really like the rear. I think I nailed it on that part there, because the ship itself has like, it's really round in the rear, and then has an engine in the center, and then a small engine underneath, like, I guess, yeah, small engine underneath. So I think it went pretty well there. For the reason of the Taiyo caps, the reason why part of it is blue and then the part of it's like a light purple is because on the design that I followed, there was like these exposed like pipes and wires and stuff like that of the underneath the plates of the ship, and the color of the image I saw was like a light purple, and I tried to merge that together and try to get it to fit. So it gives it a little bit more of the rustic aesthetic, like the ship is sort of falling apart. Hence the name Unreliable, I assume. But yeah. And that's basically the build. There's not much to it. It's fairly simple. Again, you have plenty of slots to add in weapons here and there. So yeah. The ship itself isn't too bad. It's light. It's not too heavy. It has 130 speed, 100 mobility, low crew. It's quite decent jump range. But no, yeah. Surprisingly, the ship was it turned out pretty well. I didn't because at first I was like, I'm never gonna make this thing. It's like it's too complicated, or I just couldn't figure out the parts. And no, thankfully I kept trying, and I finally figured it out, and it turned out really well, despite its rather not, I wouldn't say simplistic design. It's not too like, I actually thought the ship in the actual game, the Outer Worlds, looked pretty cool, and it was cool trying to replicate it here. And no, I'm definitely gonna try to use this one and try to develop it more, even though it is supposed to be supposed to be unreliable, I assume. No, it was pretty fun making this in the end, because it was quite a struggle in the beginning. I couldn't really find other proper good references either, so. But no. But that's basically it, guys. If you like the build, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any more suggestions, let me know, and I'll see you next time.